All right, it's been a minute since I sat down and talked with y'all. And I kind of wanted to let you know something that I've been doing lately that has completely shifted my business as a videographer and really as a content creator in general. This last 2 or 3 months, I've kind of been reworking my business, letting go of some old clients, whether it's just budget wise, whether it is just vision wise, or really attitude, just how people treat you and how y'all work well together. And in that, I've been looking at where I want to expand and where I want to quit. So for example, I've taken off doing, any types of portraits on my website, family portraits, regular portraits, birthday portraits, and all that kind of stuff. That was something I always wanted to get out of and shift out of. It was just a cash cow at the time. But now I built my business well enough that I can take what I want to take. And that's primarily travel work, brand work, UGC work, commercial, corporate type stuff, and going forward. But the one thing that I quit doing and started implementing that helped me was I quit giving out a rate. I asked for the client's budget, and I'm going to tell you why that helped me, because I'm always looking for efficiency in communication with clients and trying to find out if the client is a right fit for me and if I'm a right fit for them. When you ask them for their budget, it sets the floor. It allows you immediately what you can do and what you can offer, not to abuse it, but you may get something that would be more than what you would normally charge. And now you can add additional value with clarity. You see, when you have clients that give you, or you give a rate and they don't fit in that rate, now you're taking away stuff. You was like, well, I have to take away this, I have to take away that. And so I didn't want the clients to feel like they were losing value. So with the budget, I'm not sacrificing dignity. If I decide to do something less, is now I'm building it out, and it's just way easier. I have a client that come to me and say, hey, this is what I need. I'm like, what is your budget? They say, hey, we're looking for $1,500 a month. We're looking for X amount of reels, this shoot day per month. And now that automatically take care of everything, that I can say, okay, cool. This is what we can do with a $1,500 budget. This is what I can offer in that sense. It just takes a lot of guesswork out. And I tell clients up front that I do custom pricing because there's not a one size fit all. We've all been there where there wasn't just enough communication, or you had like a rate or a package that technically fit inside of what the client wanted, but it became a lot more, and you really needed to price more for what you were doing. So it literally says that. And then also just me learning in business and so forth, and negotiating, and even when I need to upsell, is the first person that gives the number loses. And so that way, I will go back and forth to find out the budget. There's different ways. If y'all really want to know more about like how to ask, like in emails or calls, or even when a client is really trying not to budge, especially companies, of like giving you their budget and they're trying to force you to give a number first. You can join my community at the bottom for my Substack, and I kind of go through a lot of that, especially for travel, content creation, and negotiation, and so forth. And since we're talking about that, how about you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to help your boy out for the channel. I'm sorry that I hit the mic right there, but that'll really help your boy out. This also helps when you're asking for the budget. This really also helps where, I always say that every client is not your client, and every person is not a client for you. Now we got to put this in perspective. Every client is not a high paying client. There are small and medium clients that keep the bills on, so you don't want to ignore them. But this allows you to help set healthy boundaries for yourself of what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, and just the awkwardness of sometimes trying to go back and forth negotiation because time is money. And so when you save your clients time, you're saving them money and you're saving yourself money. So I want to encourage you, next time you hop on the phone, next time you jump on jump on like a Zoom call or in an email, ask the client first, what's their budget, especially when you don't know what's really going on. That way you can ask around and ask others for help, because that's what community is. But, remember that we're building, successful lives and sustainable lives. You're just not a videographer. You're just not a photographer. You're not just a content creator. But you have to understand your value and your worth, and the price is the price, especially when it comes with knowledge, wisdom, and expertise. And especially if you're wearing more than one hat when you're providing services for the people that are paying for your services. So look, I appreciate y'all taking your time and watching this. If it provided you value, please interact with the post. Leave a comment, ask me some questions. Like I said, I have my Substack, my community, at the bottom or in the description. So you can go for that. Let me know what else you want to know and learn. And until next time, peace. And always remember, keep on rolling.